Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This is episode number 16, and this week we are going to give you a sneak peek into a brand new big race for 2027.
It's going to be fun. We're going to get into a lot of the details. We don't have all of them, but we're going to give you what we have so far and hopefully get some hype rolling for this new race.
That's right. Let's get started. Cheers. It is beer drinking weather. It is.
Beer season is upon us.
First of all, I want to say sorry for not having any new episodes out for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks in a row.
Yep.
Casey and I and Miles were through hiking the Foothills Trail in South Carolina this entire last week, and it was
a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a blast. Miles reverted back to his wolfish ways.
Yes, he did. 76 miles on little schnauzer legs in 6 days.
He did a great job.
We were super proud of him. We're actually probably going to come out with a video about that where we talk about it. Obviously, it's not going to be part of the Chase or the Ultraverse podcast.
The Chase podcast.
The Chase podcast. I mean, we should rename it to that. I was going to say Chase and Casey, but Chase has a better ring to it. But we are going to sum that up. We took a lot of good videos of it.
Yeah.
And so if you want to watch that, obviously it has nothing to do with Ultraverse or ultra running, but it'll be cool to watch. And we'll probably just keep it on this channel because we don't want to create another channel.
No, but it should be fun.
Yeah. So we're going to do this podcast on this new race that we have been in contact with multiple permitting agencies about. And most of them have just said, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yep. We actually have like soft okays from multiple agencies already, just pending some T's crossing and I's dotting. Shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
But the rest of them seem very open to it. We just haven't done all the paperwork for it yet.
Yeah, we had planned on having an episode with Kim Helsworth this week, but we're going to probably do that one next week. So
or the week after.
Yeah, or the week after. One of the something.
Someday, sometime. Yep.
Okay, so I want to get into this race. Do you want to name it?
I already named it.
Did you? When?
When we thought of the name.
No, I mean to give away the name.
Okay, fine. So this race is going to be called the Black Hawk 200.
No, you didn't want the Black Hawk.
Oh, you shit. You wrote it down.
Well, you're just going straight off the notes.
I am.
Okay, it's the Hawkeye 200. And that should give you a little bit of an idea about where this takes place.
Give you 5 seconds to guess.
It's in Iowa.
In Iowa, yes. So it starts in Marshalltown, Iowa, and does some little scooting around, ups and downs and roundabouts, and ends in Jefferson, Iowa.
Yep, and right now the plan is to just have the 200-mile distance. We don't currently have plans for any other distances. Going to be June 3rd, 2027 is the date we're looking at. And we plan on having this thing ready to roll and ready to open by June 3rd, 2026. So stay tuned and look out for updates on that on our Facebook page. And obviously we'll give them here on the podcast as well. But we are pumped about this race.
Yes.
After we timed Skyline Scramble
in March,
we had already been researching this before that, and we planned a trip to Iowa just to see if it's something that we would actually want to put on.
If it was feasible.
Scoped out the trails, made sure that
they were there.
Them. And kind of tried to figure out how we wanted to make it happen.
Yeah, we had a couple different ideas of how the race could look going in, and I think kind of getting our eyes on the trail and the towns and all of that kind of helped us narrow it down to how we have it planned out for now.
Yeah. And I will say that every time we go to look at a race, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not every time does it happen.
It needs to excite us a little bit because like for one example would be the Lone Star Trail in Texas. Remember when we went and scouted that?
We did.
Scouted that for quite a while, and it's just like, we just couldn't get excited about it. So we didn't pull the trigger on it.
Yep.
Because if we can't get excited about it,
then there's no reason.
Then we're not going to
It's going to
create.
reflect in our like a lack of passion for the race.
But
So
I can tell you we're pumped about this one.
yes, it's going to be completely different than any of our others.
Yeah, I'd say the most comparable
Comparable.
would be Cowboy for sure. But
Yeah.
Blackhawk's going to be
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, son of a bitch. Hawkeye. I had originally had it named Black Hawk, and that's why there's so much confusion here in case you didn't like it, because I don't know. She doesn't like Black Hawks, I guess.
Yep.
So the Hawkeye is going to be a mostly non-repetitive 200 through the heart of Iowa, farm country. And like I said, we'd say it's the closest to Cowboy, but quite a bit different for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Main reason?
It's in Iowa.
Oh, yeah. That probably is the main reason. But it's mostly pavement.
It is, but not road.
Yeah, it's trail. Most of it's a lot of it's rail trail, and it's I should have wrote down all the different trails that it utilizes.
I might be able to,
but it's a lot of different interconnected trails throughout the state that you'll jump on to make up your 200 miles. And I say mostly non-repetitive because there is a couple just short out and back sections. I think they're both 11 miles actually, right around
roughly
11 miles.
Yeah.
So 11 out, 11 back, and then you go to a different place and you kind of do the same thing, but different out and back. And other than that, it's 200 non-repetitive miles, point to point. So not a loop.
Correct.
Starts in Marshalltown, ends in Jefferson.
Yep, I think I have the trails all in my head.
Okay.
The Lynn Creek Rec Trail, which is in Marshalltown.
Yep.
Then we go to the Iowa 330 Trail.
Yep.
Then we go to the Heart of Iowa Trail.
Good job.
Then we go to the High Trestle Trail.
Yep.
Then the Raccoon River Valley Trail.
Yes.
Huzzah!
Good job.
I'm a badass.
I'll drink to that.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I did it.
So mostly paved trails. I'd say 90% paved trails, but trails that are off limits to motor vehicles still.
It's like Cowboy in that sense. Yep.
And I guess one of the main differences besides that in Cowboy is that there is a ton of services along the trail on this, and there's a lot of services built around the trail.
It's all of the trails in this area are very popular and used a lot by people in the area.
So it'll be a different vibe.
It will be. It'll be a less remote, I feel.
And I love that about Cowboy. I think that's what makes it unique. But this will just be different.
Yeah.
There's like food places specifically designed to be by the trail. There's bathrooms in most of the towns, and water readily available along the trail, and a lot of different services that runners can and will be encouraged to take advantage of on their 200-mile journey.
Yeah.
So kind of building off that, I guess one of the goals for this, and why another reason that is quite a bit different from Cowboy, is we kind of had the goal of making this like almost a semi self-supported type of race, in that the distances between aid stations are going to be a little longer than Cowboy. Cowboy averages right around 20 miles between full aid, and this one's going to be over 24. That said, there's not going to be water stations like every 10 miles at Cowboy, because Cowboy has unmanned water stations between all those. This won't have that. But there's the opportunity to get water way more often on this trail. And there's the opportunity to get food quite often on this trail, between those full aid stations. And the longest distance between aid is about, and just using that as an example, I think there's 4 towns in that 33-mile stretch that people go through that they could potentially fill up on water, get food, use the services at, find a restroom, and things like that. So I just think it adds a different element in that when we say semi self-supported, you just need to take advantage of those services along the trail.
Yes. You don't have to, and you don't have to time it so where you get to where everything's open, but we think it's just kind of a unique aspect where you kinda have to pay attention to them. We'll make a big list of everything, like, with all of their hours and everything like that, and it's kind of up to you to make sure that you're there when they're open.
Yeah. And if you're not, you just move on
Move
and you
on. Yeah.
get to the next one when it is open.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be a big deal. But like Casey said, we'll have a list of all those. We'll have a very heavily informative runner's manual that you'd be able to pull up on your phone while you're there as well, or plan your race around it that shows the services in every town, when they open and close and things like
And
that.
what they have, I guess. Yeah.
Yep. So you can treat it like that. Yeah, I mean, you can treat it like a self-supported race or a semi-self-supported race, or you can not, and you can carry a hell of a lot more stuff in your pack. I know what I'd do. But as a result of kind of expecting you to go to these places and um, use them, we're also going to give more time
Mhm.
than what we do at Cowboy. We're going to have 100-hour cutoff for this thing instead
Mhm.
of an 84-hour
Right,
cutoff,
that's a lot more
16
time.
extra hours to go. And part of it is we want you to be able to kind of enjoy using
Yeah,
the
not have
services.
to hurry.
Like if you want to go swing by a brewery and get a beer or something like
Mhm.
that along the trail, and there's a
There's a
lot
lot of
of
places to do so.
badass
Mhm.
spots along the trail. We had so much fun in Iowa
Mhm.
going to like, hey, let's grab a beer here. It's right on the trail.
Yep.
And we talked about like, man, if I was running this would be so fun to come here with someone
Mhm.
I was running with or a friend, you know, or someone I
Mhm.
just met at this race and have a beer in the middle of this race
Yeah.
and then keep rolling.
Yeah. Or take a nap.
Yeah, or take a nap. There's little depots along the trail
Mhm. Yep.
that are specifically made for this. A lot of them are indoors and have indoor
Water filling and
water and
restrooms,
restrooms.
flushing restrooms with a sink you can wash your hands.
Yeah.
I get excited about that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
As far as our aid stations are concerned, wanna talk about those and
I
kinda what those look
do.
like?
Yeah, so there will be full full. There will be 8 full aid stations, along the course. 2 of them you will hit twice, as part of the 2 little out and backs that we have. The very first aid station is at mile 24, and it is the only outdoor aid station. The rest of them are planned to be indoor sleep stations, so that's kind of a nice thing to be able to get out of the elements, sleep better, no tent sleeping. I think it'll be a lot better for everybody.
Yep.
Um, the average between aid stations is 24.3 miles, so a little further than Cowboy, but like Chase said, there's 2 actually that are over 30 miles between the aid stations, and then there's the shortest is 18 miles, which is the very last one. The rest are all in the low 20s for mileage. Um, and along that, there is approximately 20 towns throughout the course of the 200 that are not included in the aid stations that you can get water, use restroom, hit up businesses along the trail. So I think that's a lot of opportunity to get what you need.
Yep. I think it's cool that the first aid station is what, 24 miles in?
Mhm.
It's outdoors
Yep.
in a nice little park
Mhm.
area, and then the rest of them, we're renting
Community
spaces,
centers and things
community
like that.
centers
Mhm.
and stuff like that,
Yep.
for you to have a nice indoor area, get out of the weather, whatever
Mhm.
the hell it might be,
Yep.
and, have a good place to sleep
Yep.
and so forth.
Yeah, and all of the aid stations will have hot food,
Yeah.
all the runner fare, everything that you're gonna need to get you if you want to use the aid station in its full capacity.
Yeah, all aid stations will allow dropbacks
Mhm.
for sure.
Yep.
As far as crew is concerned, we're not sure which ones will and which ones won't, but definitely the majority will allow crew
Yep.
there. And the first one won't allow pacer
Mhm.
switch, and probably the second one won't either.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll look at
Yeah, and
that,
we'll have
but
to think about that a little bit more as far as the room.
yep. Usually pacer switch for a 200 R200s comes around
62
60.
around 100K.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be longer at this one.
we'll see.
What else? Oh, we're planning on having a crewed and an uncrewed division, which I
Yes.
think a lot of people, especially uncrewed people, really, really appreciate
Yeah.
that, you know,
Yeah.
because it's an advantage.
It
It is.
is.
And
Yeah.
I just think that if possible, it does make sense to separate that a lot of the time. And
Mhm.
I think that this one, starting fresh with a race like this, I'm just going to throw it in there,
Yeah.
you know?
Why not?
Absolutely. So uncrewed means no pacers either.
Mm-hmm.
No pacers and no crew anywhere, and
Nope.
you can't have help from anyone else's crew
Mhm.
either. The only help you get is from the aid stations
And then
from us.
and whatever you get from the towns.
Yep, and yeah, help yourself to
Yep.
all the services.
Mhm.
I think that'd be a fun way to do this,
I
right?
would too. Yeah.
And crewed allows crew
Pacers.
at designated aid stations only. It doesn't mean you get to see your crew anywhere on the course. You will get disqualified if you see them anywhere besides designated aid stations, just
Correct.
like Cowboy.
Yep.
Um, what else, hon?
The scenery.
The scenery is a lot different than Cowboy. So much different.
Mhm. It is. There's a lot of tree cover for a lot of it. It's just different.
A
It's not,
lot.
and it's not as flat as Cowboy either.
No,
So that'll be interesting.
but much. I think that's the main difference. A hell of a lot more tree cover.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
there's a lot.
for most of it. I think towards the end you might be a little more exposed, but on the eastern side, a lot more tree cover.
We were running through trees on both sides a lot of the times when we were out there
Yep.
hiking throughout.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
It was.
So a lot different there. So don't think you're going to come to it and it's going to be like Cowboy at all. It's not.
It's not. Mm-mm.
And I think one of the big highlights of what we saw, obviously we didn't trek the whole 200 miles, but
Mhm.
we did a decent chunk of it, was the High Trestle Bridge.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was
It's
awesome.
awesome. How long was it? Like a half a mile?
Half a mile, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, is what my watch showed.
Yeah, over a river. I can't, like, the river name escapes me right now, but it was beautiful.
Yep.
And at night, they light up half of it.
Yeah, it'll be just as cool at night as
Yeah,
during
it's
the
really
day.
cool.
Yep.
And it's very high up as well.
Yep.
I liken, like, the height to the one over the Niobrara and Valentine.
Yeah, I don't know how those
But
compare.
it's way longer. Because I think the Niobrara is only like a
Quarter.
quarter of a mile. So, yeah.
Twice as long.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as registration and things like that, like I said, we plan on opening that a year in advance. And we want this thing to be affordable.
Yep.
As affordable as a non-repetitive 200 can be.
Yeah.
We're going to start this thing at
Mhm.
$550,
Yep.
which if you compare it to other non-repetitive 200s in the US, that's $1,000 cheaper.
Yep.
And
It's even cheaper than some repetitive 200s.
absolutely. It's
So.
cheaper than some repetitive 100s. But yeah, I mean, you see a lot of repetitive 200s out there in the $600, $700 range.
Yeah.
And here you can do a point to point here for $550, and it's going to be awesome. As always, we're going to have great swag. You're not sacrificing anything by paying that cheaper price.
Mm-mm.
We're going to have live tracking on every runner so people from home can watch the same live tracking you see at the high dollar things are just as good at live tracking.
That's Cowboy and Summit.
Yep. Awesome swag. We're going to have buckles that like Cowboy right now. The plan is to change the buckles every year, just like the Cowboy 200. I know people love that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Concept. It leads to a lot of wasted buckles on our end.
Yes, it does.
Because you have to buy enough, assuming that like everyone's going to finish, and then we've never thrown any away. We just have a shitload of buckles in storage. Like I feel weird throwing them away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We also give some to sponsors.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
It is. What else about the Hawkeye? Oh yeah, there will be a Midwest Rail Trail double.
Indeed.
Yeah, a better one than the first one that was going to be.
No names shall be named.
Yeah, better state too.
Better state.
But yeah, Midwest Rail Trail double if you do the Cowboy 200 and the black. No. Damn it.
The Hawkeye 200.
I was even trying.
You were trying really hard to get it right.
Yeah, I was even like almost bragging that I was getting it right.
You were like, I got this. Cheers. But yes, you will get a special present from us. For doing
I don't
both.
know what the swag is going to be.
To be determined.
Yeah. It'll be
cool.
Yeah, always is. When you're dealing with awesome people like us.
We'll have another podcast, I'm sure, once we have a lot more information on this sucker. But we wanted to get the info out and so people could put it on their calendars.
I think that's it for the Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Be looking out for that.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more information coming out later. We just wanted everybody to get as excited about it as we are.
It's going to be really awesome, guys.
So, let's do some quick updates, wrap-ups, what else to look forward to in the upcoming world of Ultraverse. So like we said earlier, we were going to have Kim on here. Life happened. We're going to have her come on later. She's going to be great. She's run several races with us, and she's always super fun to talk to.
She's good.
Yep.
She's great.
Yep.
Can't wait for that one. So Eternal Damnation is coming right up. We are about to kick off our race directing season. There's actually 9 spots available in that race because we've had a lot of deferrals. And some of the deferrals we've had are some great runners.
They are.
Tim Fryer deferred. Brian Smith deferred.
Mike Osterholt.
No, Mike Osterholt's still in it.
Is he?
No.
He's
not. He's still in Cowboy.
Yeah.
He's not in Eternal.
Yeah.
So there will guaranteed be a new winner for Eternal Damnation.
Which is awesome.
Yep.
It's our 5th year.
Yep.
And we'll have a new winner. We've had 3 winners. Yep. So we'll have a new one this year. I'm excited to see who it's going to be. And I wonder if the record will be broken. We are going to do a post-race podcast on Eternal Damnation as well. So you'll have that to look forward to, which Eternal is in 10 days. So it's coming right up.
Coming right up. And hopefully we'll have some good video to
throw in here.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So let's do a discount code.
Sure.
We are going to do a discount code for Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to remember this one for a while. You're going to have to remember
2 months.
For 2 months. Write it down, put it on your fridge, whatever, if you want to jump in Hawkeye. And it's only for 2 people, but it's a big discount of $100 off for 2 people.
That's a lot.
Yep. And we won't talk about it again.
Don't ask us about it.
The code is DBAP.
What does that stand for, Chase?
I don't know. It just came to me.
Random letters?
Yep.
Huh.
I don't know.
Speaking of, Chase had someone ask him about that bracelet the other day, and
yeah. So my bracelet says, "Don't be a pussy," because those are words to live by.
Yeah.
We were at a winery the other
yesterday.
day. Nice old lady.
Religious.
Kind of a little uppity and maybe a little. I don't know. She was super nice. She was awesome.
Yeah.
But she said, "Oh, what's that? What's your bracelet say?" I'm like,
triple crown.
I'm pretty sure all she saw was from the side. I think she just saw pussy.
Yeah. So that's weird.
So that was fun. The Sticks only has 1 spot. It's been sold out. We opened up some more spots because the people in the Kansas Slam.
Yep.
1 spot available now.
That's crazy.
And we have 37 people in the 72 hours. So that is like half the spots.
That's half the spots in the race.
It's going to be so fun.
That's going to be crazy.
Like,
it's going to be a long hootenanny.
That's a lot of people on Ken and Kim's pasture.
For the entirety. Yeah, which is great. Love it.
That is so fun. We're going to have to buy more whiskey.
Gosh darn it.
So much whiskey. Jesus.
Oh no. What shall we do?
Cowboy 100. Really excited about this. The new Cowboy 100 that is built like a 100 and gives the 100 milers their own show and kind of the attention that they deserve.
Sure. They're not just the backup dancers.
They're not in the shadow of the 200 anymore.
Yeah.
And man, we're pumped about it. It's going to start Valentine and then Atkinson, and that is going to open very soon.
9 days.
Yeah, 9 days from right now. So by the time this comes out,
7.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So April 17th, look out for that. That's exactly 1 year from race date.
Correct.
So jump in there, and we have a discount for the first 50 people or the first 24 hours, whichever comes first. 50 people sign up, it's done. At the end of 24 hours, it's done. Check that out on the Ultra sign up page. Just look at the description and it'll tell you the discount code, or you can look at it in the Cowboy 100 Facebook page. I made a post about it.
Yeah. And if you are on the Cowboy 100 waitlist this year, we highly recommend you just move on over to the new and improved Cowboy 100 2027.
It'll be tough to get in.
It will be tough to get in this year.
On the 100 waitlist. But I think that the people on the 200 all have a
good shot.
Chance of getting in. So stick in there.
Yep.
If you're at the top of the 100 or if you're in the 200.
Yep.
What else, hon? Anything?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Thanks, guys. We will see you next week with some more fun stuff. Thanks for listening and tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. Thank you. Don't be a pussy.